Hi there, Glenn Fischel, Olympic Chiropractic. Welcome to my office. I'm a second-generation chiropractor. Knew I wanted to practice chiropractic as early as the second grade. I remember being in line to go in the classroom thinking about how wonderful the body was and how it works so miraculously. I remember visiting an uncle in the hospital. I must have been 4. And they were feeding him lunch, and I saw what they were feeding him, and I was thinking to myself, this is a hospital, how can they be feeding him this food? It's not good for him. So I grew up with the idea of health, that the body heals itself, that the body's a miraculous mechanism that's designed to be healthy and function and useful, and that's where I'm still at many years later. I won't tell you how many years later. Now the first thing I'm going to do, you see that I'm standing here in a white jacket and a stethoscope. I don't wear this. So the first thing I'm going to do is take this off. Why am I going to take this off? Well, this white jacket and stethoscope represents the medical model of taking care of yourself, the pathogenic model, which means caring for disease or sickness. The chiropractic model is salutogenesis, the creation of health. Salud meaning health, genesis meaning the creation of. So pathogenesis, the creation of disease, salutogenesis, the creation of health. So this is not the chiropractic model. So the stethoscope comes off, and the white jacket comes off, because this is not our model. Besides, I don't want to scare you, and these things tend to scare children especially. Okay, now, most people come to the chiropractor because they do hurt. Most people go to the doctor because they hurt. That's how we're taught. You go to the doctor or you take something when you don't feel well. When you feel better, you say, great, stop taking it, or you don't go back to the doctor, and the doctor says, great, I'm glad you're better. See you next time it hurts. Now, if you think about that, you do feel better, so that's good. But are you any healthier? Has anything happened that helped your body work any better? You know, the reason you hurt is the body's mechanism of telling you, hey, there's a problem. If you were in your car and the red light came on that said oil, you wouldn't cover it up with a Band-Aid and keep driving. You'd stop, you'd repair it, because you know if you don't, you're going to have a problem. So when your body has pain, it's telling you there's something going on. Now the body's production of pain is most commonly due to the inflammatory process. The inflammatory process is the body's way of healing. There are commonly 4 things that occur with the inflammatory process, one of which is pain. So when you have pain, you typically have an inflammatory process going on, and that's the body's way of repairing. So does it make sense to get in the body's way of repairing just because it's uncomfortable? Well, it depends how uncomfortable it is. But no, it doesn't make sense. You want the body to repair. The body does a good job. Generally speaking, the body does a very good job. Now, there are instances where the body doesn't do such a good job and we need to help it along. For example, if you were hiking in the mountains and you broke your leg, it would be very painful, of course, and you would be in trouble, but it would probably heal. Now, it might heal with a bend in it, which really wouldn't be to your advantage. So we can set the bone so that it heals straight, but the setting of the bone doesn't do the healing. The cast doesn't do the healing. The body does the healing. So we just help it along a little bit to make sure that the healing is to your advantage rather than your disadvantage. Chiropractic tries to help your body function better. And it uses the spine as its way into the body, as its way of helping. Why the spine? Because the spine houses the nervous system. You see here's a brain. The spinal cord travels right down the middle of the spine. And when the spine doesn't function right, it affects your nerves. Into your arms, your legs, and all the organs in between. So when we start working on spines and correcting spinal problems, we not only affect the mechanics of the spine, which are important, but we affect the nervous system, which is what allows your body to function as well as it can. Or, on the opposite, which affects how your body doesn't function. So by removing the interference from the nervous system, we give your body a chance to function better. These terms are simple. They're meant to convey complicated scenarios, really, but they do give people an understanding of what it is we do. And that's what I really want. I want you to have an understanding of what it is we do and why we do it. So, a brief introduction to chiropractic, into me as a chiropractor, into my office. We're here to help. If all you want is pain relief, we're happy to help you with that. Although a good bottle of bourbon might do the job as well. If you're interested in helping your body function better and be more optimally well, that's really our primary objective for most people. We want that. We want to encourage you to want that. And we're here to fulfill whatever goals you have for your health today and into the future. Thank you very much for listening.